Hello and welcome to my TBC Jewelcrafting guide from level 1 to 375. The first part of the guide is gonna be what mats you need to buy from 1 to 300 and what you actually have to craft. I'll also add a timeline so you can find what you have to craft in between some certain levels. Once you pick Jewelcrafting, you have to make sure you actually buy the kit as well. The first thing you craft is 50 of these. You need 100 copper bars for this. Here I usually craft 20 of the next. The reason for this is because a lot of guides tell you to actually craft the ring, but this might cause the price for that material to actually go up high, while you can craft the neck for probably cheaper. Now you have to use all your bronze bar and craft these settings. Craft 40 of them in total. The next thing you have to craft is rings, and what you can do here is to either craft this one where you need 2 silver bars, and there's one where you need 1 as well. I prefer to go with the one with 2 silver bars, as I'm sure that I will get a skill point when I craft this. Make sure you craft 30, as there will be orange all the way. Now you have to use all your heavy stones and craft 10 of these items. This recipe is sold by vendors, but this might be camped by a lot of people, and that's why I actually suggest you to craft some odd items where you're guaranteed you can actually craft them and don't have to wait hours for an actual spawn of the recipe. Make sure to only use 15 jades here, as you will need another 15 jades for the next craft you have to do. The reason why we crafted so many wires in the beginning was because we were going to need them at this point. It's really important that you only use 80 of your bars here, as you'll need another 20 for a later part. Craft 20 rings here and keep another 20 true silver bar for later on. Now you have to craft 10 of these rings. From level 210 to 225, you have to craft 15 of these rings. Once you're done with this, you have to use your Thorium bar, and here you have to craft 50 of the settings. Next you can choose between crafting the neck and the ring. The reason why I go for the neck is simply because it vendors for more. Here it's really important that you only use 5 of your gems. The other 10 gems has to be used for another craft that will guarantee you level as well. Use your huge emeralds to hit level 300 in Jewelcrafting. These are the mats you're gonna need from 300 to 375 Jewelcrafting. Once you have 300, you actually have to buy the recipes from the vendor in Thrallmore on a hold. You can buy them at level 300, there's also some at 305, 15 and 25. Now it's really important you always pay attention. Are you going to make a green or a yellow skill? Aim for the yellows, and that's why you always have to buy the new recipes whenever they're available. At 325, I usually use golden or shadow draenite. At level 340, the expensive part of Jewelcrafting is gonna start. You have to craft 15 heavy adamantite rings. As a Jewelcrafter, you have prospecting. And here you can prospect adamantite ores and get adamantite powder. Adamantite powder is gonna be used together with a primal earth, and this will actually make sure that you can craft the blue mats you're gonna need. At 350 you unlock brilliant glass, and this is a 20 hours cooldown. This skill will actually give you skills all the way up to 375, but as I said, 20 hours cooldown. Instead of waiting 20 hours for a new cooldown to be ready, you should make this gem instead. It's really cheap to make and at the same time pretty useful for most healers. The rare recipe I show you right here is from 365 to 375. It's a rare recipe though, so you can expect you have to pay a lot of gold for this one. The item itself is pretty cheap to craft, and at the same time it will actually make sure that you hit 375 in Jewelcrafting. I hope my Jewelcrafting guide was helpful to you. In case you would like to see more TBC guides, make sure to look to your right or check out my channel.